Angel ticket giveaway, 1/2 hour from right now. You're my candy baby.
Here we go.
Play with the devil, die with the devil. I'm Rocco Fonzarelli.
And I'm Pastor Andy Q. I'm a little bit conservative, and he's a whole lot of rock and roll. And we're here to give you a unique perspective on current events. In the booth is Crystal, the champagne of engineers. And behind the mics are Beth and Mr. Bill Hutch.
And we are Rock Candy, broadcasting live from the Big A Angel Stadium.
Yes, we are indeed Rock Candy. On tap for tonight, something far more sinister than a hurricane hits South Carolina. It's a creepy clown. And Rocco's got a story on organic Gatorade.
Oh,
man, that's some of the good stuff, dude. All right. And a flight attendant doing Looney Tunes. But that's not all, folks. We have sports.
Sports!
Brought to you by, who else? Angels Baseball. Well, the Angels harpooned the Mariners in the shadow of the Space Needle, 4-2. But as great as, that news is, and as how wonderful it is to be here at the Big A and to see that halo lit up, all good. But the important news is that Angels pitcher Matt Shoemaker, well, he got blasted by a 105-mile-per-hour line drive to the left side of his head in the second inning. Scary stuff. Yeah, the Angels skipper, Mike Scioscia, said it best. Well, actually, he said it kind of well, but it just gives you the feeling where you have the pit in your stomach. And I imagine Matt had much more than a feeling in the pit of his stomach. The Angels, the suits said that he had a small fracture in his skull and some small bruising so far. So much for the CAT scan. Next will be a trip to the neurologist. Now, we have heard unofficially, but from the execs here at the Big A that are still lingering, and many hardworking folks are here on a Sunday night. The place is just crawling.
Right.
Okay, it was Sergio who was on his way out, giving us some of that inside information that he could get fired for. Thanks, Serge.
He always knows the inside info.
No,
He's always got it.
He said that Matt was talking and using words and all that, and that's real good. Listen, he walked off the field on his own power, and that's good. And we'll give you some more news as it becomes available. But as disheartening as it was good to see him walk off, and it was good to see the Angels rally around Matt. They were praying for him. Some of the guys were praying on the field. And, speaking of prayers, your thoughts aren't enough, really. I appreciate the sentiment. Hey, our thoughts go out to you, but really your prayers. Mm-hmm. So please pray for Matt. In other sports news, I don't know if we want to go into. Do we have time for other sports news?
Oh, of course,
okay,
yeah.
It's up
What
to
you got?
This is just a little something to get into the game. Your own bad self. Time Magazine. Next week's Time Magazine, because we're on the cutting edge. A week from Monday, 9/12 says they've done a ton of research, and it's their cover issue. It's how to. It's the new science in exercise. It really does a heck of a lot more. We're finding more and more benefits from exercise, such as in cardio. It improves memory, well-being, heart health, even creativity.
Ooh. I want to borrow that article when you're.
Yeah, maybe
when
even
the show's over.
Yeah,
All
before
right,
the
read that.
show would be a good time to take a good walk. Just saying. Other than the run you take to the restroom right before the show.
I got new shoes.
Cycling.
I got running shoes to run to the bathroom with. Anyway, go on.
The way you hit that bathroom, dude. I know you're only in your 30s, but
30s.
let's get that prostate checked out. Cycling has been shown to increase brain connectivity, and doing it at any intensity improves a depressed mood, unless you're like
True that.
flying down the.
Banister.
That's not good. Well, you're not.
Whoa.
You're not taking a banister on a bicycle. Weight training, a cheap pair of weights will build muscle and strengthen bone at any age. An alternative, you can try resistance bands. Weren't you in a resistant band?
I was.
Yes.
We resisted having anyone to come see us.
Running, going for a run improves sleep and makes bones stronger. Even just a bit of jogging, 5 to 10 minutes a day, is linked to a longer life. But what a way to live. Come on. Tai Chi. Tai Chi. Or is it Chai Tea? No, I think it's
A little chai tea before the Tai Chi.
Those slow, gentle movements might not look like much, but Tai Chi, well, it helps the back, the abs, and the upper and lower body.
And it helps those gentle movements.
Well, it helps you look. It helps you look like Kung Fu. You know, I am Master Po. It's really cool thing to do. So,
Oh, I love that show, Kung Fu, by the way.
if you can take this pebble from my hand, it will be time for you to get out of the studio.
Oh.
Let me help you
Right,
with that.
grasshopper.
And that's it for sports. What do you got, Rocco?
Well, speaking of resistant bands, did you go see Nelson? Because I made fun of them over the weekend with a friend of mine, and I really wanted to go.
I wanted to see him.
Why didn't you go?
My wife and I just were
believe it.
like wiped out. We already had
Oh,
the tickets. And everything.
brother.
We should have gone, and I would have gone had I known you'd ask. But it wasn't to see them like Gunter and whoever the other guy is.
Gunter, I love that you know their names. It's Nelson, or wait, it's Gunner
It's
and
Nelson.
it's Gunner and Jake or
and
something like
Ozzy
that.
too.
I don't know.
But listen, man, I had fantasies about talking to him and just telling him what their dad meant to us. I mean, yeah, and in this generation, we've got Ozzy Osbourne. You know, that's cool. But we had Ozzy Nelson when I was growing
Oh,
up
brother.
in Rerun Brilliance. He was my dad.
Rerun.
He
that
was my
fun.
guy. You know, I'd come home and now I still want to talk it over with the girls at the local malt shop, you know, if they have any problems. I mean, that was the ideal childhood I
That's-
missed. Don't you roll your eyes.
No, I
Don't you roll your eyes at me.
We're going
Sorry.
to Woolworths.
Do you- so the show's over. I can't go see it then. They're on their way to the next Leisure World in some other city.
Indiana.
I think they're playing Laughlin. You can see that.
All right.
Yeah, you can get some free chips
Gunther.
as you take the.
I can't wait to see Gunther. By the way, I met Gunther before. His name's Gunner, really, but
Gunner,
but
yeah.
we.
Listen, these were guys, and they were doing a tribute to their dad, to Ricky.
I want to
that's
hear
nice.
the
That would've been
old
great.
their songs.
Why did I miss him? Doggone it! You know what? We won't miss Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. Have you ever heard of Big Bad
Of
Voodoo
course.
Daddy?
I have.
Are you gonna go see them?
I probably will go see
Yeah,
it,
they're pretty
'cause it's
good.
the last show of the season.
Oh, nice. Well, you could come see Rob Zombie tribute.
I would. When is it?
Zombie would. I don't know. Can we play at Leisure World?
Yes. No, I'm sure we can get you there.
Oh,
in
good.
about 30 years.
That
Oh.
would be really interesting.
30 years.
All right. Well, we'll book it now. You know.
Yeah, it's good to have things planned. in
I know.
advance.
Right,
Yeah. I
thinking
mean, if we
ahead.
can book all the Leisure Worlds and start now.
See, you know,
Work
the
our way
sky's the
around.
limit.
Well, we've just spent the last 2.5 minutes talking about a concert that I didn't see. Do we have anything else that we
Yeah.
didn't do?
Did you see a
Is
concert?
there anything you didn't do for the weekend, Mr. Bill?
Sorry, you did
yeah,
So
not.
far,
I
it's
did
lately,
no bungee
anything
jumping.
you're planning on not doing that we can talk
Yeah,
about?
Can't see
I'm
Chris
planning on
anymore. I'm gonna
not bungee jumping, I'm also planning on not going skydiving.
Chris, can you cue the music, please?
That's very good.
I just want to make an announcement.
Okay, please.
Chris, could I get the music, please?
Yeah.
Just the
Chris, you'll
first,
never
the
work
first
in this town
round
again.
of
Get it going. Oh, just kidding. Chris does a great job. Just quit nagging him.
just the first little thing there we got queued up there. Beth is back.
Yes.
Hello.
She's here.
Beth.
I missed you last
There's-
week.
That's her theme song.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's
um,
so sweet. I feel like
so
it's my
what?
birthday.
What?
It is your birthday?
Got any good
What?
news,
Not,
Ben?
but it feels like it is.
Beth, you know why she wasn't here? She was out getting sponsors for us. So we have like 2 or 3 new sponsors coming
Indeed.
Yes, indeed, we do.
in. So that's pretty good.
My heart
Anyway.
is always with you.
Ange, I got terrible news for you.
Thanks. By the way the sponsors work, this show sponsorship pays for the second show because, well, there's a lot of folks that aren't responding to like the offer
Really?
to help us send in for
I'll help you.
when we're talking about Jesus. The you know, I don't know.
I got you.
It's coming.
I can
Positive living.
I'll help you.
Yeah.
Beth will help you. Beth,
course, you
Beth's
know.
out there.
What I make stars out of people.
I know.
You are the star maker.
She's launched
I
a
am the
1,000
star maker.
ships.
I want Rocco, that one name. I want Rocco to be as big as Cher.
Yes.
Well,
and
not
that's,
as
you know,
big.
Right.
Well, she's you guys aren't supposed to. You're not supposed to respond. I was told not to respond to the sound effects. So
Okay, good. Yeah, don't. By who? Who would tell you
I
such a
don't know.
horrible
I
thing?
get notes
Professionals.
after the show.
Do you?
The producers come up and say, please don't say this. Please don't do that. blah blah blah.
And does everybody okay with how you take a 30-second news story and stretch it to about 5.5 minutes? Is that okay?
That's
That
what I
part's okay?
do.
It's the
That's what you
Rocco
do.
way.
And I
That's the
wish we had
in-depth
more
analysis, and it's
time.
probably good.
Well, I like to take things apart. Like, Ange, I have like our segment called Rocco's Terrible News.
Yes.
Ange, I have terrible news for you.
Oh, I'm
There-
just so gratified.
There is a clown. There's clown sightings all over South Carolina, and they're perplexing police. Say that 3 times. Perplexing police. One clown showed up on a roadside in a rain poncho. Another waved money at children near the woods. Have you ever? Okay,
How
so
terrifying.
this story is close to my heart, and we'll get to why in a moment. But the reported sightings of silent, menacing clowns in the northeastern South Carolina may be a part of a horror movie publicity stunt.
Oh, that sounds like.
Yes,
They're
way.
remaking it.
They are no laughing matter for parents and police. Okay, so over the past 2 weeks, residents have told authorities that they have spotted clowns or people who looked like clowns on at least 8 occasions. Wait, but investigators have failed to confirm a single sighting. So people see
publicity.
them,
Yes.
and then they call the cops, and then they disappear. So it's even scarier.
It's Bigfoot's
Yep.
offspring.
Send
So-
Look in the sewers.
So what?
There ought to be
One-
clowns.
one-
Those doleful, woeful clowns.
Keep going. I love that song. Send in the clowns.
Thank you, Krusty.
So, one parent said all it would take is the promise of candy, and her son would be gone. So
Oh,
she's
geez.
saying
That's right.
parents are so scared that their son. Anyway, here's
And they do.
why this story is close to my heart.
In your
One
former
theory.
cannabis-stained fingers, go ahead.
No, I never did that. You did.
Did.
Not me.
That's why I'm not running
No.
for president. If
I
they
know
asked me
you
the
are.
did
Well,
you inhale question,
Depends on who you ask.
if I said I didn't exhale and then I'd cough, and a big billow of smoke would come out and it'd be all over.
That's
my
later, though.
campaign would be done.
Okay, here's why this story is close to my heart.
Big part of my
One
past.
theory is that the clowns are connected to the release of the independent horror movie 31, directed by Rob Zombie.
Really?
Wow.
Dun dun
Really?
bang.
Really?
That's what they're saying.
Huh.
But I don't believe it. Preview of the movie. The movie is about. It features a gang of I can't even say that. Sadistic clowns screened on Thursday in Greenville and a population of 61,000 people. So once again, 8 sightings of menacing clowns, but investigators have yet to find one. And then, yes, right in time for Halloween. So representatives of the movie could not be reached for comment. Now, this is what's funny about this, and this is the second story that in the pile tonight that has said this. I don't think people just put stuff out, so they don't wait for confirmation anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Right.
It's a
So-
24-hour news cycle.
So-
And we just react all to the same story.
Right.
I say we because maybe I've been known to be
royal.
lazy
Not you,
journalistically.
Andy.
but something tells me that if they'd wait, 24 hours for the response, that they'd have one.
Yeah.
Because if someone was doing some sort of promotion, they would say, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be really funny that we send creepy clowns out." And anyway, so lady called 911. Because they caught a fleeting glimpse of a clown wearing a clown mask going into the woods. The officer who investigated the sighting was unable to find anything suspicious. And then this is the best one. I'm gonna do my redneck voice now.
Thank you so much.
2 days earlier, a woman said she saw a middle-aged man with white facial makeup and flaming red hair standing silently outside the laundromat. Now, once again, a white face and red hair. It could have just been an albino. They might be just seeing albinos in South Carolina,
Or heavy makeup.
and boom.
Yeah, it could have been just another day in Fort Mills, South Carolina.
Could have been my Aunt
So-
Amber.
They're blaming Rob Zombie. Exactly. We all had something go to our, and they're blaming poor Rob Zombie. He's just trying to make a movie.
That's right. Boy,
So-
clowns are no laughing.
I'm tired
no
of-
laughing matter.
I'm tired of people blaming Rob Zombie for things. Anyway, when we come back, we're giving away angel tickets. Well, not right away, but sometime
Yeah,
soon.
in about 15 minutes we're going to do that. So stay with us.
Also, new organic drink hitting the market, and also flight attendant. Oh, good. And we have a new message from the Imperial something. Anyway, we'll be back. Right.
Are you in pain? I was. I had sciatic nerve pain that was so severe it affected my performance at work and kept me up at night. I tried everything from doctors to massage to painkillers, and nothing seemed to work. Then I found the UC Healthcare Center. Upper cervical, referring to the neck, is a 100-year-old technique that is a natural solution for pain. The doctors at the UC Healthcare Center are experienced and have been practicing for 14 years. To make an appointment, you can book online at drdrewhall.com. That's DRDREWHALL.com. Or you can call 310-324-6172. That's 310-324-6172. Mention Rock Candy and get a free consultation and a free exam. And say goodbye to pain forever. 310-324-6172. drdrewhall.com.
Angels Radio.
AM 830.
I grew up in a real estate family. I know something about real estate. I've bought and sold several houses, and I am going with Prime Property Associates. I really am. This summer, we're going to be listing our house and going to be purchasing a new house somewhere, and I'm going with Bob Cadan. Bob and Terry are wondrous people. Well, what does Mary Rios of Alicio Viejo say? She says they are excellent, knowledgeable, and professional, and that they could not purchase a house without their help. I could not agree more. Bob and Terry Cadan are wondrous, wondrous people. They say they are a cut above, and they truly are. Why don't you give them a call at 949-589-1495 or go to bobcadan.com. Or we've got a link on pastorandyq.com, and we'll help you get in touch with Bob and Terry Cadan of Prime Property Associates.
Angels Radio.
AM 830.
And we're back. I'm Rocco Ponzarelli.
I'm Pastor Andy Q. You're listening to the mellow sounds of Angels Radio, AM 830 KLAA. The show's called Your Rock Candy. If you want to find out about us, go to the Facebook pages.
Yeah, Rock Candy Radio.
There you go.
Our Gmail, rockcandyradioshow@gmail.com. Ange.
Yes.
So
us.
okay, so there's a guy. Okay, a flight attendant. I don't know how to bring this in. Chris, give me a little flight attendant. So he's doing the Looney Tunes. I got it queued up. I got
giving
this
Chris
thing
too much to
down.
do. Listen,
no.
he's-
Okay. So here's the flight attendant.
What's up, Docs? This
Do-
is Bugs Bunny here.
pretty good,
and
right?
I'm here for this flight crew.
But-
Ian,
okay, that's
Southwest
enough of that.
Airlines.
You can
Welcome
cut
to
it.
It's
the
okay. No,
show.
that's
Okay.
all. That's
So
all right.
anyway, because you're a former flight attendant. Okay. So,
And?
but no, I'm just saying, like, okay, so this guy does Looney Tunes, and it's like,
It's okay for the 5:30 to, Peoria. It's not bad.
but
Southwest. they do
but
that stuff.
it's like after, okay, you watch it, okay, no one laugh. Okay, it's him landing. Okay, so people are trying to get off the plane. It would drop. I would want to. After a minute, I would just like, this is horrifying. Like.
Yeah.
He keeps going and going. It goes on for 2.5 minutes of him doing Looney Tunes. It's pretty good, but people don't want to hear that when they land. They want to get off the plane. And
Just
get
want to
moving.
hear bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye,
So
bye,
anyway,
bye, bye,
don't-
bye. I did that. I swear to you, I did that.
Well, no, the reason I brought it up is because you were a flight attendant, and I want to know if you did anything wacky when you were.
Well, Rocco, back when I was a flight attendant, it was the
Friendly Skies.
golden age of flying. Yes, for the Friendly Skies of
See?
Western Airlines. It was, actually, that year, no fault of mine, it was the last year that flying was glamorous. That
Yeah,
was the year
told
it
me
did
that,
die.
yeah.
It did die. That year, we did not get wacky. It was all about being professional and very serious announcements. In fact, sometimes they were very serious. One particular day that I was flying the back of a 707, ancient jet aircraft, very noisy in the back. And I could not hear the announcement. All I heard was the senior flight attendant saying, problem.
No.
And I peeked my head over to the passengers in the back row and I said, what did she just say? She said that there was a problem with the aircraft.
No.
Oh, okay, so thank you very much. And I just sashayed my way on up to the front of the plane, and I could see the two flight attendants. One was busy looking through her flight attendant manual. The other was busy looking through her Bible. It was just not good. But it was just an engine light, and
boy.
it was an emergency landing just in case in Salt Lake City, in case there were landing gear problems.
Have
But-
you ever had a close call? I mean, is that the closest call?
Have you
That's
ever
pretty
dropped out of the
close.
sky?
Well, had some clear air turbulence that caused a possible engine malfunction, and we had to go back.
Huh.
That was about it. And then a personal aircraft. I had an engine failure, which is not a big deal, except it was a single engine aircraft.
Oh.
So
That's a big
let's see,
deal.
that's pretty much
Whoa.
100% of the engines.
Holy cow.
At
Yes.
least you knew you'd make good time to the crash site.
Actually, it was easy. It was so easy.
Have you had any? Did you ever feel in danger ever? I just get more nervous as I fly. Like the more
me
I
too.
fly, the more nervous I get.
You probably should, because I can tell you as a
Oh Lord.
yes, you call on the Lord, as a jump seat passenger on board cargo aircraft. I can tell you, I've worked for a couple of companies, and I will not mention the name of them.
Yeah.
But one.
What does it sound like?
No, I'm not going to say it.
It's okay.
Captain falling asleep,
Oh,
lining
man.
up for the wrong runway.
Oh,
wow.
The second officer saying, Captain, do you think want to be on this runway? Oh, no, well, and him nursing
that?
the 727 like it's a little Cessna and just kind of manhandling it to the ground.
Whoa.
Wow.
But others, the more scary ones, the scarier ones were, there was a charter operation that one airline was using, and it would scare me more. There were two scary crews. One scary crew was like they were young and nervous.
Oh boy.
Every single thing that was wrong with the plane, they were like, freaking out over. And would we lose our jobs? We better sign off on this and go because we don't want to tell them no. And that shouldn't be done. Pilots don't make that decision. But the ones that really bothered me were the old guys, the guys that were retired from whatever other flying they were doing, and this was their last roundup. And
Oh boy.
Snoring in the cockpit.
Ah, jeez.
they were doing things like, they'd finish their cigarette and like flick it toward the fueling truck. And
Nice.
No way.
and the same manifest that the young crew was worried about, they'd look at and go, you know what, if the engine quits, we'll just find a good field and land it, They didn't
Wow.
care. So yeah, be afraid. Be
I'm gonna-
very afraid.
That's worse than Lily Tunes.
I'm gonna keep that, by the way. That was my impression of your impression of the old guy. You like it, Chris? You like it? Okay.
It's good. It's
Andrew, I
good.
got some good news for you. Oh, a couple good
Yay.
newses.
Don't set me up.
No. Top brass at Pepsi Company has talked for months about the introduction of an organic line. So Pepsi is releasing organic lines of. It's called G Organic. Anybody want to take a guess? You already know.
I know
Gatorade.
that. I-
Organic Gatorade. I'm excited.
Wow, yeah.
Gatorade really dominates the sports drink market right now. 77% of sports drink sales in the U.S. is their number. I don't know of
believe
any
it.
other sports drink really besides Gatorade except the
I think I can
knockoff.
think of one.
Which one?
H2O.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, huh? How about that one? Take that one.
But and this is the NPR story, so it's really written really exciting. And it
Don't
goes
you have
something
to
like
read
this.
NPR stories like this?
I can, but it is the new line of organic Gatorade. Really any better for you? So they're asking the question, is it any better for you? And a sports medicine doctor at Loyola University Medical Center says, no. I
Yes.
disagree. She says, her last name is Choi. She says it's more natural, but I don't think it's healthier per se. So anyone that uses the phrase per se, I don't believe them anyway. But she
It's
says
right up there. It ranks right up there with
Yeah.
ironic. Isn't
Yeah.
it? This is ironic.
Yeah.
It's just too missiest.
It's right, ironic per se.
So
at
it
the end
ha-
of the day,
Yeah.
Now, see, I think me personally, as a consumer,
That's what they're going to name the new Gatorade.
a consumer that consumes Gatorade,
Yes.
that loves it.
Mhm.
When you get it in the powder form, you can add more so it tastes sweeter. But now that it's just like sugar, I'm going to like it more. I know I am going to like it more. Any
you need to drink it and stop snorting it, though, Rocco, because that deviated septum of yours.
I saw it happen.
this I was born like this. Okay,
Baby,
there's
I
no
was born
deviation.
that way.
It's just big.
Yeah.
So any guess? Okay, any guess, Chris? How much more?
What, are we boring you in the studio?
no,
you
I
have
just-
to look outside on the other
I
side of the
like
glass.
looking at him.
There's not enough.
Look
He's
how
infatuated
look
with
how
Chris.
pretty he is.
Stop that. Oh, would you stop that? That's.
Sorry, I've
Sorry,
embarrassed
Chris.
him, but he is
Chris.
gorgeous, man.
Would you?
I don't know what that means.
I'm just saying. I can't. Another man can't look at another man.
I can
and,
tell you, there's not a
No,
man on
never.
the planet that wants to be called pretty.
he's
Well,
a-
except for maybe.
Muhammad
Never
Ali?
mind.
Yeah.
But
I'm
Somebody
pretty.
else.
I'm so pretty.
well, all right.
okay.
Mister comes in the studio with no shirt on from the beach. Hey guys, what's up? Surf's up,
That is not me.
dude.
I've never
I
done
just
that.
caught the perfect wave, and then he puts his pastor tie on. It's like, hello, I'm Andy. Blah blah blah. In the Bible, reading the Bible. So like to read
No
the
shirt, but he has a tie on. Okay.
when he puts the shirt and tie on.
Oh, okay.
I have.
It's a one-piecer.
I mean, it's not the first church of the Chippendales.
Oh Lord.
I don't want to.
No.
Not touching that one.
It's just like, I live at Leisure World, dude. Whoa.
He's surfing with sharks out at Seal Beach.
You like that? Sometimes he has his Aussie accent too. That's pretty good too.
Go
So-
on.
So
go
you
on.
like it? See?
Aussie accent or Aussie accent?
His Aussie and Aussie.
I don't know.
Let's hear your Aussie accent.
I'm not. I'm on strike. Go on.
Oh man, that was great.
And that's an Aussie.
That was your old guy from the airline.
Do it with an English accent.
Shoot, we're running out of time. Okay,
Yeah,
so
But it's been fun hearing you
no.
pick on me.
No, yeah, that was great. No, the last 3 weeks you've been like just digging in,
I have.
and then he sends me nice emails that says, "I'm sorry I picked on you so much for 3 weeks." So I thought I'd give it back
It's
a little
payback
bit.
time.
But he's
Yeah, it is.
All fair in love and
that
war.
wasn't even
Independence
anyway.
Day.
Chris, Mr.
Beautiful Chris.
Beautiful Chris. There, see, we got a name. How much more do you think organic Gatorade would cost in the store?
Well, we're still on Gatorade after all this.
I'd forgotten all about
I know
that.
we got 2 minutes. Okay, any
You've been
guesses?
listening to
Anybody?
the Gatorade Hour?
Go, Beth.
I think it's going to be another $2.
Oh, organic, yeah. I'll go. I'll see your two bucks and
Bill.
raise you.
It's
Like
only
penny,
it's
200.
only 50 cents more.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
And I got
might
some great
purchase.
news for you as we
Please.
close it out. Are you ready?
Uh huh.
Are you sure?
Yes.
This is really good stuff.
Oh, please don't heighten our expectations.
Oh man. And I can't.
You can't find it. Here's a story where you're looking for it. German moms must reveal their fathers. Germany has drafted legislation that would make it an offense for mothers not to tell their husbands or partners if their child was fathered by another man.
Oh, my
It has been named the Milkman's Kids Law by the media.
That is
Not the
terrible.
Maury Povich law?
Gives new meaning ends to the term Der Wiener Slider. Rocco, that's not that kind of show.
That's not what
Come
I
on,
would.
never
please.
known
I would say.
that, Rocco.
I would say
Dude.
it like this.
Derwin Schneider.
I'm thinking it is that kind of show.
Okay. And now that you've
Rocco,
now that you've
still
tainted
our
the.
conscience.
Here we go. You ready?
Back to Gatorade.
Last round.
Yes, because it's in time for the good show.
Ange, I got some really good news for you. Pope Francis has officially declared Mother Teresa a saint.
Oh, we
She got
always knew
sainted
it.
Today,
today,
Canonized.
19 years after her death. Applause broke out from tens of thousands in attendance before Pope Francis finished his canonization at the start of Mass. Globally revered by both Christians and non-Christians, her lifetime of service to the world's destitute of sick. Mother Teresa was most notably worked in the slums of Calcutta in India and a number of other countries.
and take that, you Albanians. You didn't win anything in the Olympics, but man, oh man, none of those Olympians got canonized. So Mother Teresa, an Albanian woman, doing that work in Calcutta, India. Good for her.
Yeah.
Last little statement here, setting aside controversy because there are people that had things to say about her sainthood. Do we now call her Saint Teresa? And the answer from the Pope is
Absolutely.
yes, she is a saint now.
What was the controversy? All those emails that she had? Oh, no, that was somebody else.
And that's all the time we got.
Stay with us for the next half hour. We call that half hour Your Wonderful Life, and rumor has it that we're going to give away some tickets early. Join us again next week for a unique perspective from wild rock and roller
I'm Rocco Fonzarelli.
and me, Conservative Baptist Pastor Andy Q. In the meantime, we'd love to hear from you on Facebook, Rock Candy Radio.
And we're Rock Candy, baby, broadcasting live from the Big A.
Have a great week, everybody.
Later.